Hi, welcome to the channel. My name's Tom Pito and today I'm going to take you through a 45-minute full body barbell workout. You can do this as a follow along with me. All you'll need is a barbell and some plates. We're going to start off with a blank bar or very light bar 5-minute warm-up consisting of 5 30-second exercises done for 2 consecutive rounds. Let's get ready to go. We're going to start off by mobilizing the hamstrings with a Romanian deadlift. With slightly unlocked knees, push your hips back, keeping the bar really close to your body. When you feel your hamstrings reach their maximum length, just squeeze the glutes forward and bring the bar back up to the top position. You can unlock your knees for this exercise, but try not to bend your legs too much as you go down. The next exercise we're going to move on to is called a hang power clean. Starting with the bar just below your knees, you're going to drive your hips forward and your chest up, pulling the bar up in a straight line close to your body. When the bar gets close to your collarbone, you're going to quickly swivel your elbows underneath to receive the bar. Try not to let the bar kick out forwards and definitely don't reverse bicep curl it to the top. Next up, we're going to do some thrusters. So it's going to be similar to a front squat and then you're going to drive the bar up and overhead. Get your elbows underneath the bar and the bar as close to your collarbone as is comfortable. You're going to go into a full deep squat, keeping the knees pushed out to the side, and then use that momentum of the bar to drive the bar up and overhead. You should finish with a straight line from your hands down to your ankles when you're in the top position. Next up, you're going to move on to some alternating reverse lunges. Putting the bar on your back, just alternate backward steps, dropping that back knee as close to the floor as you can, or even gently touching the floor if you've got a soft surface. Make sure the front knee doesn't collapse inwards towards your big toe. Next exercise is great for warming the shoulders up and also the hip flexors. We're going to do an overhead march. Push press the bar overhead, lock the elbows out, reach the bar up towards the ceiling and go for an alternating march, pausing with the knee above the hip height if possible on each one. You should have a straight line from the bar down your body into your heel, just like you would in the finished position of your thruster. This warm-up consists of 2 rounds, so we're going to go back for that second round, starting with the Romanian deadlifts. Onto section A now. You're going to need to load the bar with a weight that will be suitable for around 12 reps of a barbell back squat. I'm going to use 40 kilos, but just use whatever suits for you. There's going to be 4 exercises, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, starting with a barbell back squat, then moving on to a hang clean. Then on the next 2 exercises, you're going to do a sumo deadlift and a floor press. You'll have 20 seconds between each exercise to transition. I'll give you a little intro with what you're going to do next also. So we're going to start off with the barbell back squat. Get ready to go. Pick your most comfortable width. Usually people will want their feet wider than their hips, maybe around shoulder width apart, with a slight turnout of the toes. You want to make sure that your knees are pointing in the same direction as your feet. A common mistake is for the knees to collapse towards the center, especially when you're getting tired. So it might be worth turning your knees out, exaggerating that push out with the knees. Try and keep the elbows underneath the bar if it's not too uncomfortable on your shoulders, and keep a relatively upright torso. Take a short rest, and next you're going to go onto some hang power cleans. Just like you practiced in the warm-up, start with the bar just below knee level. You're going to drive your hips forward and your torso upright. And when the bar comes up towards your collarbone level, you're going to swivel nice and fast, getting the elbows underneath the bar. If you're a little bit more advanced, you should have the bar making contact somewhere between your mid and upper thigh, but I wouldn't worry too much about that. That should come naturally as the bar stays nice and close to your center of gravity. Next up, you're going to move on to a sumo deadlift. Start with a wider stance than you would a conventional deadlift, and your feet should be turned out 45 degrees to one another. You're going to have your hands relatively close together in between your knees with straight arms down. The bar should start over your shoelaces and it should stay close to your center line all the way up. Don't let the bar drift out forwards or it will cause excessive strain on the lower back. The sumo deadlift will hit the lower back muscles just like a deadlift would, but it's going to emphasize the glutes slightly more also. Next up, you're going to lie on the mat and we're going to go for a floor press. You're going to use a relatively close grip for this and keep your elbows tucked in towards your sides. Slowly lower the bar until your elbows make contact with the floor relatively close to your sides, and then drive the bar back up to a straight arm position. Try not to rest too long in the lockout because we want to maximize the time under tension. This is going to hit the chest a little bit, but also hit the triceps really well. Well done, that's the first round complete. We've got 3 rounds to do in this first section. So you've got a 30-second break right now, and then we're going to go back into those back squats. Well done. That's 2 rounds done of 3. So we've just got 1 round to go in this first section of the workout. Well done, that's the first section of the workout complete. You're going to need to lower the weight on the bar to a weight that you can do around 12 overhead strict press with. This next section's got the same format as the previous one, doing 4 exercises with 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. However, this time we're going to do a strict press as your first exercise, a barbell bent over row as your second exercise. The third one, you're going to do some reverse lunges, and then you're going to finish with some calf raises. Again, you're going to repeat it for 3 rounds. Get yourself ready to go, starting off with that overhead strict press. Start with the bar as close to the collarbone as you can. Keep your elbows underneath the bar with straight wrists. You're going to press overhead without any assistance from your legs. So keep your legs relatively straight, or at least a fixed angle. You're going to press the bar up and overhead, getting underneath the bar at the top with a full lockout. Slowly lower the bar back down and repeat that. Try not to overarch your lower back, so tuck your ribs down slightly as you press. Next up, you're going to move on to a barbell bent over row. Keep the bar as close to your body as you can for the whole exercise, so don't let the bar hang forwards in front of your toes. So the bar should never drift further forwards than your shoelaces from a bird's eye view down. You're going to pull the bar not just up towards the ceiling, but up and back slightly in towards your body. So I'm touching the bar just below my belly button. So keep going, and if you need to give your lower back a rest, just stand up for a few seconds to give it a break and then go back into the exercise. Next, you're going to need to clean the bar up to your collarbone and then push press it up and over your head. We've got reverse lunges. If you've got a rack, you can use it to make the transitions between exercises easier. So you're going to do alternating backward steps, dropping the back knee very close or gently touching the floor. Make sure the front knee isn't caving inwards. Don't excessively lean your torso forwards, so keep your elbows under the bar if possible and your chest upright. The last exercise, we're going to do some calf raises. You can take an overhand or a switch grip for this, whatever's most comfortable. You're just going to come up onto your toes, squeeze your calves, and then slowly lower back down. Minimize the time spent with your heels on the floor and maximize the time spent at the top of that calf raise. This will help give you a really great calf burn and a good workout. That's round 1 of 3 complete in this second section, so take a 30-second break and get ready to go again with that overhead strict press. 2 rounds done. We've just got 1 more to do in this second section, and then we're going to move on to 4 new exercises. Onto the final section now. You're going to need to lower the bar weight again. I'm going to go down to 20 kilos, but just pick a weight that suits you. You'll need to be able to do 12 reps of a barbell bicep curl with it. We've got the same format as the previous 2 sections. We're going to start with a barbell bicep curl, and then we're going to move on to some wipers. Then after that, you're going to do a reaching crunch, and you're going to finish with a barbell rollout. So you've got a bicep exercise to start, and then you're going to follow it with 3 ab exercises. Let's make these as neat as possible by minimizing the body movement. I like to unlock my knees and then brace my core, trying to only use my biceps to curl the weight. Don't curl the bar so far up that you're resting the bar at the top on vertical forearms. And don't forget to squeeze your biceps at the top and then slowly lower the bar down. Bring yourself down onto the mat now. We're going to do some barbell wipers. This is like a leg raise, but at the top, you're going to do an oblique twist, bringing your feet closer to one plate, then come back down and bring them to the other side. Try and minimize the movement of the bar, so you're trying to keep it as still as possible. And also, when you're lowering your legs back down towards the floor, make sure that your lower back isn't arching off the mat. If you find it is, just don't lower your legs as far. Next up, you're going to do a barbell reaching crunch. You're just going to reach the bar up as if you're trying to touch the ceiling. Squeeze your abs for a second at the top and then slowly lower back down to the floor. Don't try and do a full sit-up on this exercise. This is just a crunch, so you're just going to reach up, stack the abs on top of one another, squeeze hard at the top, and then slowly lower the bar back down. Minimize the time spent with your shoulder blades on the floor and maximize the time spent crunching at the top of that movement, and you'll get a great ab burn. Next up, you're going to move onto a barbell rollout. I'm going to double fold the mat over to give me something slightly softer to kneel on. And you're going to roll the bar out, keeping your core nice and tight. It's really important in this not to overarch your lower back. So you want to draw your belly button in and up towards the ceiling. Keep your glutes tense and roll just as far out as you can hold that solid position for. You should have a nice mix of your hips and your arms opening out. So don't just open your hips or just open your arms. Try and get a nice combination of the two. Well done, that's round 1 of 3 done in this final section. So take a brief 30-second rest and get ready to go again with those bicep curls. Round 2 of 3 done. In this final section, take a brief 30-second rest. Get yourself ready to go for the final round of the workout. Well done for finishing. That was a huge workout. If you did enjoy it, please hit the thumbs up button, support the channel and give the video a like. Also, put in the comments, what length workouts would you like me to do more of? I've got a barbell playlist with loads of other workouts you can get involved with. Don't forget to subscribe if you're enjoying the content, and hopefully I'll see you again soon for another workout.